Alright, we're back in the garage again. This time, we're unboxing the new motor. Yeah! Alright, so they just dropped off my new motor, and this is going to be going in the 92 Chevy. Normally I prefer to build my own, but I need this motor in that truck like weeks ago. Turns out that it's got a head gasket that's blown. It's leaking outside of the motor, but not into the cylinders. So it, runs great and everything, but I don't want to deal with the coolant leak all the time. And so instead of using the 305 that's in it, changing the head gaskets and all that on an old 305 that's 26 years old, I'll just pull it out, rebuild it, and put it aside for another day for something else. So instead, we got ourselves a 350, which is built for the trucks from 87 up to 95. So this thing is perfect for it. It's got to change a few things in the truck to make it compatible, but other than that, it's ready to roll. So let's go ahead and start unboxing this thing. So far, this thing looks beautiful. Alright. Wow. Yeah. All loaded up. Got some instructions here, because this thing, it actually is what you would consider a long block. It's your block that's got the pistons, everything's in it, with the heads, valve covers, your valve train is completely in it. So literally on a long block, all you have to do is add your intake manifold and your carburetor, throttle body, whatever kind of system you're going to use on it. In this case, it's going to be a throttle body injected one. So now if it was a short block, that would mean you just got the block with your crank and your pistons, the bottom end. But at least with this, I'll be able to mount what I've already got on top of it and everything. And last year I did an engine swap for a kid that had blown his engine on the way here. It was knocking real bad, and he blew it up on the way here. That was fun to deal with. But he had a 350, so I got some spare parts out of it, which I'll be using on the top of this. Parts that were not damaged. So let's go ahead and take a look at this here. Alright, so here's the front of it. Everything's all put together real nice. Looks pretty good. Actually, the heads look very nice. I mean, I haven't measured anything, but first impression, it's pretty good quality. Now, I will say that I did want to go with a one-piece rear main seal, mainly because from everything from 87 and later started using rear main seals, or I mean one-piece rear main seals. And that allows me to reuse the flex plate or flywheel. I mean, it all depends on, you know, what you're running. In my case, it'd be the flywheel. That's already in the truck. Now, if I had a 2-piece rear main seal, I'd have to get a different size flywheel because they're just not compatible. And then you'd have to get a different starter because that starter, you know, cranks on the back end, so you'd have to match everything up there. But this would be what you'd consider 87 and newer as far as the rear main seal on them. Now, preferably I wanted to go with the 350 Vortec, which they started making. If I'm not mistaken, I think they started designing those in '96. Basically the valve train was different. I got a pretty good amount more horsepower, but if I went with the Vortec 350 instead of this replacement motor, then I would have had to have got a different intake manifold, because the intake wouldn't mount up exactly with the ports, I guess you'd say. So I would have had to have bought a different one that would be compatible with the Vortec heads, but also be able to bolt to the throttle body that I'm using that matches up with the truck and everything. And those intake manifolds cost on the upwards of upper 400s, low 500s for an intake manifold to match. So I'd rather just save my money and just get an exact replacement for the vehicle. Obviously go with a bigger bore size, so I went to the 350 instead of the 305. I got to change a few things here and there. You got to use different injectors. You have to change a few things with the computer, sensors and whatnot. But this is it. Looks good. Got your center bolt valve covers. I mean, everything looks like it's all going to match up nicely, and obviously we ain't going to know 100% until we go and drop it in, but there shouldn't be any issues or anything. Should be straightforward just like all the other swaps. So just if you need any answers to any questions you may have on anything, I know this isn't really a working on something video. It's more of, you know, I'm unboxing something new that I got. I just wanted to share it with you because I literally, you know, haven't opened it until right now. So I'm pretty psyched about getting it put in there and getting a little more power out of the truck and go forward from there. So smash that like button if you want to see some more videos. Subscribe, and thank you for watching the video again.